So what happens to all these new disposable products once they're out of fashion? Well, the traditional method is to throw out all of our unwanted junk in a landfill. And then we go exploring the globe in search of new raw materials to mine or extract to build more disposable products, which is strange because all of those materials are freely available in the junk we throw out. We need to consider the full life cycle of our products. Let's look at one well-known disposable perpetrator, the plastic bottle.
Wait! What are you doing? Don't you know the journey that bottle has made to get here? The petroleum used to make that bottle took tens of millions of years to develop. Then someone had to drill it up, process it, mold the plastic, ship it, fill it with water, ship it again to be stored in a refrigerator so it could be drunk once and thrown away? There's something wrong here.
Well, it seems we've been trained to believe that plastic is cheap, abundant, and disposable. Plastic, like many other raw materials, costs to produce money, energy, and pollution. In fact, that empty bottle cost around $2 and took a cup of crude oil to produce. The filtered water inside is worth a fraction of a cent. Take a look at these figures. Every year in the world, 1.8 billion kilograms of empty plastic bottles are discarded in landfill and street litter, requiring 17 million barrels of oil to produce. That's enough to run 1 million cars for a year and produces nearly as many polluting emissions. So, consumer, what can you do to help? Refill your water bottle, buy a non-disposable version, and recycle your plastic. Don't landfill. Recycling a plastic bottle for reuse saves 70% of the energy required to produce it from raw materials, equivalent to running a 60-watt light bulb for 6 hours. The same for steel, glass, paper, and aluminium. So what else can I recycle?
Well, 75% of our waste is recyclable, and with the correct product choices, that can quickly become 100%. What about those batteries in your music box? 50 times more energy is required to make the battery than the energy that is stored inside it. All this energy could be saved by using rechargeable batteries. In the UK, 20,000 tonnes of waste batteries are produced each year, most of which goes to landfills, leaking harmful chemicals into the environment. Why even sell disposable batteries? It seems like a waste.
There's a reason why so many things are made to be disposable. This is what we call planned obsolescence. The shorter the lifespan of a product, the quicker you return to buy more. That means repeat customers, more units sold, more waste, and more pollution.
What can you do? Buy longer-lasting goods. Buy rechargeable batteries. Recycle everything you can. But there's nowhere to recycle, you say? Many local councils have yet to catch up with their recycling schemes. Write to your council. Get recycling stations in your area.
Disposable batteries and plastic bottles are part of a much broader issue of packaging. Everything is being shrouded in layers of plastic, cardboard, and aluminium. Now even our water and energy is packaged into single serves. This chocolate has been individually wrapped in aluminium, then plastic, then placed in a cardboard box, then wrapped in plastic, placed in another box, to arrive at the place of purchase. Next time you pick a product, take some time to really think how you can reduce your eco-footprint.
Look for alternatives with less packaging, recyclable packaging, no packaging. Buy local from markets. This also ensures that food has travelled a minimum distance before arriving at you, using up less fuel.
So it looks like our product has quite the story behind it. But how do you tell where it's come from? Our consumer looks into the fine print. Claims about the environment, serving suggestions, but no story. Aha! Perhaps the greatest barrier to the conscious consumer, the lack of transparency. Companies are only obliged to tell you a certain portion of their story. So how do we tell?
One solution, the certification, a voluntary system for educating the consumer about the quality of a product, including its environmental impact and the conditions under which it was produced. There are a growing number of certification systems for ethical products. What is needed is a system of ethical certification that's widespread and recognized by the consumer, and sets the standard for a corporate transparency, a symbol we can trust, accompanied by clear information. But certified products can be few and far between, and this is where you come in. Ask your retailer if they stock ethical goods. Write to brands and ask where they source their products. Write to manufacturers and companies with your sustainability concerns. Tell them you want to invest in a sustainable future.
In the grand scheme of things, the culture of consumption, this economic marvel of the 20th century, may not be sustainable. This is because we're simply consuming too much. And for the moment, somebody else, probably somewhere else on the planet, is paying for it. Not only that, but our ecological footprint on the Earth is so great that if everyone on the planet consumed as much as in my country, we'd need 4 planet Earths to sustain us. That's why we have to transform the consumer into a steward of Earth's precious resources, a positive and powerful economic force, a conscious consumer. This can only be done through education and the promotion of product transparency. With every purchase, we create change. We endorse the ideas behind our products, and we invest in the creation of a new story. Let's take responsibility for our purchases and make the end of our product story the beginning of another.